Most people don't realize the speed of the train. They don't understand the type of forces that they're competing with. If they knew that if you get hit by a train, your chances of dying are 40 times greater than if you collide with another car.
500 tons of steel. That's why it takes a train traveling 55 miles an hour, more than a mile, to come to a complete stop. A fact that is deadly if you take the gamble and try to cross in its path.
With, you know, cars, even large trucks, it's almost as if they're not there, you know. The only way you know sometimes is you visually see them. I've done everything I could do in an emergency situation, that is apply the brakes in emergency, the train brakes, and beyond that I'm powerless, you know, and everything is fate beyond that point, you know. It's totally out of my hands, out of my control.
The train crews are victims in these crashes too. These are men and women out doing their job when suddenly a motorist puts themselves in a position that the train cannot avoid.
In fact, some engineers who've been involved in fatal crashes simply aren't able to continue, working instead in the rail yard where they don't come in contact with motorists. Now that you've seen it through their eyes, tomorrow we put you behind the wheel, strapped into a car, stuck in the path of a 500... We continue our special report, Point of Impact, by putting you belted in behind the wheel, and the train has left the station.
You're traveling 45, 50 miles an hour with 8,000 tons pushing on you. The guy goes around.
It happens every day all over Ohio. People rushing to beat a train, and the consequences can be deadly.
Every 100 minutes in this country, a train collides with a car or a person on the railroad track.
And nearly every time, the person does not come out of it alive.
190, apply the blue flag protection force, please, over.
So today, we want to show you exactly what happens when a car and a train meet. The impact, the force, the destruction. Working with the railroad and a number of law enforcement agencies, we set up this mock accident. Now, to help you better understand the value of rail crossing safety, we're about to do a special simulation that's going to put you in harm's way in a way you've never experienced before. Using several of these special cameras, we're going to put you literally in the driver's seat of a car in a potentially deadly situation. A car sitting in the path of 500 tons of rolling steel.
Would you want to put another one right across this area here?
10 cameras, 1 car, and 1 train, with you in the driver's seat.
It really was. It was amazing. That's double fatality right there, without a doubt, without a doubt.
And here is what's left of the car. Not much, as you can see. Right down here, this is, or was, the actual point of impact. This is where what's called the knuckle, that coupler on the front of the engine, this is where it first slammed into the passenger side. And obviously, for anyone inside a vehicle like this, they wouldn't have had much chance. Now, something we noticed in the course of doing this series, from the motorist perspective, it can be very deceiving when that train is coming at you. It really depends what angle you're seeing the train from. And tonight at 11, with the help of the State Patrol, we'll take a further look at that as Point of Impact continues. Molly? Some people are willing to gamble. They try to beat the train across the tracks. But some of them lose, and lose big.
See, it's hard to believe anybody's willing to take that chance because physics tell you those trains aren't going to be able to stop. Oh, that's fair and simple.
It takes a train nearly a mile to come to a complete stop when it's traveling at 50 miles an hour. When that train is coming your way with the headlight blazing, it looks like it's a lot further away. But before you know it, Now, one thing we learned is just how deceiving it can be to see a train coming down the tracks. Look at it from this first angle with the train coming right at you. Now from a second angle, more to the side. There's really a difference in the perspective of the driver. Statistics show that most of these accidents happen within 25 miles of your home and with trains moving 30 miles an hour or less.
People get a little bit comfortable.